We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow.
Hey, Happy New Year to everybody. Did everybody have a good weekend? I didn't celebrate. And I'm sorry for coming in very late. We're probably gonna have a shorter show because of it. But I appreciate everybody's patience. Yeah, I feel a lot better actually. So, you know, I didn't like go anywhere or do anything. Thank you, Miss Luke Casely. And thank you, Barry Little. So sisters should have walked away when Gloria Steinem offered them the Faustian bargain of feminism. But nope, they went for the okie doke. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, they did. So I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, Crimson Cure. UFO, I always like the stuff that you come up with. You come up, I don't ever say anything, but I see them, like, sometimes I see them live and sometimes I see them on the replay. Like, the stuff that you say and the stuff that you put either with my name or other stuff. It always makes me laugh. Thank you, Revelation. Thank you, Grease Man. So keep up the great work, KD. You and Coach Greg Adams are the unfiltered champs, and I respect you both. Thank you for that. And shout out to Coach Greg. I like Coach Greg. We're going to be having some updates for you soon on the book. Of course, today is just the second, so things are still getting up and running. But soon I'm going to have some updates for you guys concerning the book and when you can expect it to be shipped. And I thank you all for all of the patience that you have and have had with this. I really appreciate it deeply from the bottom of my heart. So recently on Vice TV, there was a panel of feminists, and one of the panelists was Just Pearly Things. She's been out here a lot. Thank you, Frederick, said New Year donation. Thank you so much. Thank you, Timillion. I hope I'm not messing it up. Destiny, thank you so much. The host was a tea party? Is that what I'm hearing? I could see that. Voice was a little deep. A little deep. So did I get your email? I'm not sure. I get lots and lots and lots of emails every day, and I do my best to go through them. I'm a little behind. So I will check. Oh, Destiny. Oh, okay. It's a Nigerian name. Okay. Which means I botched it. And in that case, I'm sorry. So the host was a woman. So recently there's a panel, and I don't know. It was real interesting to hear them talk. There were two trans gentlemen. Love you too, Michael. I love you too. Thank you. Let's just get to it, because I'm already late. You know, I wanted to sort of preface it a little bit. I don't know if it's important, all the things that they say. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when feminists talk, it's hard to listen. It's hard to listen. They didn't like anything that Pearly had to say or anything that one of the other ladies had to say. Thank you, Dusty. A Happy New Year. They was trying to push their agender. Yeah. Okay. Let me just get to it. I'm going to share screen and we're going to back it up a little bit because they start getting a little testy.
And treatment at the expense of men often. And I think it's alive and well, sadly.
Until that somehow goes away.
The question at hand is whether or not feminism is alive and well.
If feminism is alive and well.
I think feminism isn't actually about equality. It's about equality when it benefits us. I think feminism is really about women wanting special privileges and treatment at the expense of men often. And I think it's alive and well, sadly.
I think feminism is also alive and well. There are different kinds of feminism, right? Like, that is obvious. And
I'm gonna stop it right there. That's stupid. Different kinds of feminism. Why? Why is it different kinds of feminism? That's the stupidity. Right off the top, right off the bat. The stupidity is it's different kinds of feminism. I mean, no, it's not. Feminism has a clearly defined thing. It's a word. Y'all just like intersectionality and stupidity. But let's continue.
For me, as a womanist, as a Black feminist, right, as someone who's really thinking about human rights, dignity, right, equity, right, as long as that need isn't met, we're still gonna keep fighting.
I'd say it's alive and well. I'd say that it's also very nuanced, and I think what it looks like is
Resident Tea Party.
going to differ depending on where you are in the world. For me, I just see it as a lens, which isn't necessarily antagonistic or protagonistic. It's just a useful tool.
Similar to what Pearl just said, I find that a lot of feminist ideology and thought today feels more of like a supremacist movement rather than something that is supposed to be advancing the goals of equality. I don't think that we can really term what's going on as feminism because it looks so different to, I think, the earlier feminist movement. So in that way, I would say it's taken its last breaths of life. It's dying.
Yeah, I definitely think it's getting more and more radicalized, for sure. So it's definitely still alive.
You know what was interesting about this panel? Old Bad Wig. She have a lot to say, and I'm sure if she would have kept talking, you'd have heard the feminism come out of her too. But she kind of almost had a little different spin on certain things. She is what I would have called like in the middle, almost a purple pill. Because she was kind of understanding what Pearl and what the Sydney lady was saying. And she was like, women, we just be doing stuff different though. Like let's be real. So Bad Wig, Sensational Wig, she was okay. She was okay. I'm not gonna give her a full pass because she didn't get to talk a lot in this. But all she needed to do was push her wig back just a little bit, like a quarter inch. Take the wig back just a little bit, and she'd have been all right. You wanna do a step up beyond sensational on the wig, but we can continue a little bit.
I think I'll preface and say that I don't know so much about modern Western feminism, and there might be a lot of terms that I don't know, like political jargon and stuff. But I believe in the advancement of women, whoever considers themselves a woman. I think there's a deficiency in society. So it's deeply rooted that feminism has always existed. I think America's a little obsessed with themselves, and it's like always feminism is rooted in America. And like, oh, white women started it. And it's kind of offensive because for thousands of years, women have been dying for their rights.
I think as a Black woman specifically, when you talk about feminism, the mainstream first thing you think about is a certain type of feminism that tends to exclude still, even today, even with intersectional feminism, exclude African-American women, and it's always kind of done that. And also like, upper middle class white women has predominantly been the face of what we quote unquote consider feminism.
Wow. And I wonder why. Let's take a little trip back. Let's come back to you. That's the part I wanted to get to you guys. First of all, Let me hit these super chats. Thank you so much, A+. Thank you so much. So this is past due. You gotta grab your book. Thank you for that. Thank you, Too Tall. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate. And thank you, Dusty said WTF is womanism and feminism are antithetical. Somebody said they supported both. I don't find womanism and feminism to be different to one another. The womanist tropes, and not tropes, but the womanist points that like Brenda Werner was famous for espousing, I didn't see that as any different than feminism. That was just trying to take the white supremacy out of it. But anyway, thank you. Wesley said Pearl is trolling. Even Sydney, the girl on the left, said that Pearl was oversimplifying things. Let's not prop her up as a champion for relationships. And thank you, Almond Eye said, why are all the black women blonde? Girl, that's a whole nother question. You done asked a whole nother question. The book is not available internationally yet. But we'll keep you updated because I do plan on making the book international. So if any one of you have ever heard of Brenda Werner, you know, she used to espouse womanism like for black women or whatever. So you should try to take the white supremacy out of it because white supremacy is inherently in it. Thank you, Bruce Edwards, that black women are the face of feminism today. They have taken it to a whole new level. They have. Now, let's talk about it. Because they got to a point where they had to say, and it started with old girl in the corner that don't know whether or not she wants to be Middle Eastern or whether or not she wants to be a native Amerindian. She stayed mad the whole time. She was upset. Like, you could tell she was mad at white people. And I mean, this ain't the panel for it though. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. And I wanted to come at this from the perspective of, if I were there, how would I have answered the questions? And now I feel a little bit differently because I really think we just need to talk. Is feminism alive? For the time being would have been my answer. But it's dying mainly because the environment is changing in a way that is unfavorable to it, right? And Pearl did oversimplify. She did oversimplify. And, you know, I think it's just women want privilege. You got to come with something better than that. If we're going to sit on a panel, or we're going to have a show, or we're going to host all of these debates and panels or whatever, and all of these things surround the concept of feminism, the modern woman, how that plays out in relationships, how that plays out in society, culturally and environmentally, how those things play out, then what we got to do is we got to really talk about it if we talking about it. We got to talk about it if we talk about it. It's not good enough to sit up and say, oh, I think it's just, you know, women wanting different privileges. No, they gave you a few seconds. You got to hit that. You got to be impactful with what you say. Has to be powerful because they're going to chop and screw and cut it and edit it and all of this other type of stuff. So every time you talk, you got to hit them upside the head with what it is. Okay? Feminism is the subversion of society. You could have said a host of things. Feminism is the subversion of society by contravening gender and societal norms between men and women. By reversing these roles or attempting to blur the lines between the roles or attempting to erase the lines between the roles and have there be no roles, what you do is you incite chaos where men and women do not understand how to interact under these new rules. And when the new rules are there are no rules, then what you get is a chaotic situation. And feminism has directly affected our family units, the breakdown of the nuclear family, the breakdown of thereby of communities, thereby the breakdown of society. That's feminism. You got to hit that. Come on. This is a fight. And this is why I'm saying feminism should never have been a black woman's fight. Because even when they know it's wrong, they tap dance all around the answers. All around the answers. Tap dancing. And then one thing I hate is a tap dancer. You know, Gregory Hines has passed away. So we don't need no more Gregory Hines is all around here tap dancing. We don't need it. We don't need that. We gotta hit it where it is. And I'm seeing it in the chat room. I didn't say she lied. But we also gotta dig. If we are talking about it, let's talk about it. You got to dig in there. I know they only give you a few seconds. That's why you got to hit it. Can't come lukewarm. Got to hit them where it hurt. This is why I needed to be there. Because not only was it the catalyst for the breakdown of society, it is also an arm of white supremacy, which is why white women have been the face of feminism for so long and from the beginning, because that's who initiated it. And black women took it on, and y'all wanted to be about other stuff, but it's different kind of feminism. Y'all the one that took on intersectionality when you didn't need to. Y'all did that. Other prejudices and biases based on old girl with no legs. She had a little attitude. It ain't nobody's fault you ain't got no legs, ma'am. I'm sorry that you handicapped. Like, I'm sorry. You know? Nobody's ragging on you on it, about it or whatever. If I see you, I'll help you and all of that type of stuff. But at the same time, you can't be mad at the world because you have a physical disability or you have a physical disadvantage. Thank you. Thank you, Gregory. Said Crimson, I think this is why I think you always point out that non-hyenas can't be silenced or nice anymore. Exactly. We can't be quiet. Thank you, Wesley. Said Crimson, I'm with you. I wish you were on this panel instead of Pearl going everywhere. She doesn't care about the status of Black America and or families. Thank you, Wesley. Because white women started it. This was the thing that girl on the end, Yelda, I think is the one with the colorful shirt. And, you know, and white women started it, and it's offensive because women have been fighting and dying for their rights all over the world, you know, since the beginning of time. That ain't got nothing to do with feminism. That has nothing to do with feminism. Women randomly trying to fight or being killed in various countries or cultures throughout the years, throughout the world. That's not feminism. American white feminism is a different animal. It's a different animal. It was born from a different place than the outright oppression of women. We have already gone over where it come from. Thank you, John said if Nika was here, she would take a lap. Right. You know, Danica get up and walk. Because you done frustrated her. Shout out to Danica. That's my girl. Thank you, Jokers. Happy New Year, Crimson. Keep teaching. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bruce. Said Pearl may have missed on this, but she's usually spot on. This isn't about critiquing Pearl. I know we got some people who really, advocate for just Pearl things, and I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with her. This isn't about critiquing her, but it's specifically. But I am going to point it out. I'm not just going to, with her. She said what she said, but I'm saying you got to pack more punch than that. These people is coming with haymakers. You got 2 trans gentlemen on that panel. These people coming with haymakers. You can't keep, just dotting them with the jab a little bit. You can't do that. You got to come with a roundhouse. You got to come with a haymaker of your own. Floor them. Don't be scared to make them upset with you. That's the whole point of it, to get more views like that. Thank you, Dusty. Said Wesley, this is why it is imperative that we support people like our dear host Crimson and continue to do so to keep our message unfiltered, undiluted, and uncompromisingly black. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm not, like I said, this isn't a show to critique Pearl. Okay? I'm critiquing the whole panel and everything that was said by everybody. She not exempt. Ain't nobody attacking her. You want to talk about, well, it's only been represented by white women and it excludes black women and you should have stayed excluded. But no, you want to be part of it. You want to be part of it. You wanted to do this. It was the Combahee River Collective that really codified intersectionality. And black women ran with that concept that not only their gender holds them back, but also their race holds them back. And what people don't really get is that that's how they keep feminism going, by smushing all this other stuff with it to make it an umbrella for civil rights. It's got to be an umbrella for all of the prejudices, all of the barriers that anybody might face. Because the one that was sitting in the wheelchair kept bringing up her disability as a barrier. That's different, beloved. That don't have nothing to do with your gender, baby. Because there are men and there are women with physical disadvantages and physical disabilities, whether they were born with that disability or that something happened to them. So that's not a gender thing. Life gonna be harder for you if you don't have legs or you don't have arms and stuff like that. Life is going to be a bit more challenging. Now, in our society, we've tried to make things accessible. We've tried to make things, so that people who are missing their limbs or having some other physical issue can still have some quality of life and some mobility. To not exclude them from the public arena and from, interacting in society and contributing to society. But we can't help that you need a wheelchair now. We can't help that. That's like saying stairs is evil because you can't use them. We built a ramp, and I'm not being funny because I might have some people who are physically disadvantaged watching me. Trust me, I'm not being funny. This isn't funny to me. I'm not making fun of her. I'm not making light of her. All I'm saying is her disability doesn't have anything to do with feminism. Thank you again, Wesley said. Even Jane Elliott said feminism was not black women's fight in a discussion with Roland Martin. Exactly. White women will sit there and tell you it's not. Thank you, 39 Dina. Thank you, insurance agent said. Thanks for cooking. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. I'm going to hit this commercial, and after these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey y'all, Donnie Keith here, aka Auntie Peaches from the Aunties Radio Show, also on The Voice of Reason. I'm here to say that ever since my man started taking A game, he's been on top of his A game. When I say A game, I mean his A game. He's more focused. He's definitely working out more. His attitude is better. And he's not complaining of all over body aches due to poor blood circulation, because A-Game provides great blood circulation, if you know what I mean, ladies. That blood circulation. Sometimes I have to hide the A-Game in the bushes when I'm out walking the dog just because I want some sleep, if you know what I mean, ladies. Stay on top of your A-Game, fellas. Get your A-Game.
Before we get back to cooking, we got to get back on our A game. Our A game. Our A game. We got to get on our A game. You know how you get on your A game? By picking up A game. That's how you get back on your A game, because what A game does is it is a natural herbal solution for men's overall health. So what that means is there's 21 hand-selected high-quality herbs that go into A game and nothing else, okay? So no fillers, no artificial ingredients, nothing like that that's gonna make you crash or anything of the sort. This is really a natural, good, positive way to boost your energy, boost your vitality, your energy, your strength, and your libido. And get done all the things that you do each day, right? As men, you've got a lot to do. And sometimes it's almost like the energy. You can't do the energy thing. So what you need is you need A game. And in order to become part of the A game family, all you got to do is hit the link at the top of the chat, agameherbal.com. And please don't forget your discount, Kendra 10, to get your discount as you check out. So be sure to pick up your A game so you can have A game delivered to you ASAP. Thank you so much. Let me get to the super chats. Thank you, insurance agent. Said, thanks for cooking. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Professor Call. Said black women should be against feminism simply because it was created in opposition of black men in its origin. Exactly. But when you a sellout and you like butter biscuits, this is what you do. Thank you, Dusty. Said colorism, anti-fatism, anti-uglyism, anti-body odorism, and any other ism I want to add to police and shame folks. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate, because I know y'all done partied that money away. Y'all doing y'all best. Like, I'm going to say this little $5 for Crimson, because I done brought the new year in, okay? I done brought the new year in. Thank you, Mahir. Said ism, a distinctive doctrine, cause, or theory, an oppressive and especially discriminatory attitude or belief. We all have got to come to grips with our isms. Jocelyn the elders. I like that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mahir. So I'm still on the point about y'all, them being mad about white women was the face of it. White women started it. And why would white women start it? What was the position of black women when white women started this? Like, black women don't be listening. Y'all don't be looking at history. Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all just sitting there. We weren't included. Duh. It wasn't meant to include you. Not in a positive way. It wasn't positive, no way. It was against you because it was against your man. And therefore against the formation of your families. And if it's against the formation of your families, it's against your survival. It's against you. Y'all went right over there to it. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Project Leroy. Say, keep cooking, Crimson. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing talked about this similar topic on feminism in the ISIS papers. Today is her birthday. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, Dr. Cress was a Cap. She was a Capricorn. Oh, no wonder she figured that out. She was like, listen, I'm gonna put this in a book. And y'all not gonna be able to, refute what I put in this book. I done did my research. A Capricorn gonna do some research. So, I live with one. And that all they do is research. And be like, that don't make no sense. And why that happened? That's all they do. Oh, thank you, James Scott. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, James. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Celine. I'm Capricorn. My birthday is the 18th. Okay. Capricorn season in effect. Yeah, like I said, I live with a Cap. I love me some Capricorns. They hardcore, but they soft in the middle. They crunchy on the outside and they mushy in the middle. If you could get to the middle, that's a task. Because they be looking at you like, excuse you. I love me some good Caps, boy. Growing up with my sister, I be like, girl, you a mess. She be like, no, I ain't. I'm like, okay, Miss Capricorn. Oh, y'all saying that she passed today and not when she was born. Oh, thank you, Terrell. Thank you for that correction. So he's posted that Dr. Frances Cress Welsing was born March 18th. So what that make her? A Pisces? And she passed on January the 2nd of 2016. Okay. And much love to her memory and her legacy, because she left one heck of a legacy. She left one heck of a legacy. Like, I have the ISIS papers, and that book is heavy. That book is heavy. We're going to get back to this panel, though. Are y'all okay with the, is it buffering for y'all? Is the stream okay? Thank you, David. Say Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Good. Okay. Because I saw a little bit of buffering. And I was just wondering. Oh, y'all want the thumb dance? I'm sorry. Bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to Because we got 429 awesome people, and we need the other 500 or so people to hit the like button. And y'all share the stream. We got to get to 100K. I'm trying to get to 100K. Because I'm looking around, and it's like, hey, why I ain't got no check mark? But I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. Let's come back. They say some interesting things. I can't cover all of it today.
Their basic human rights, education, access to health. My ideas and my empowerment comes from seeing her like survive and put food on the table. When I'm thinking about feminism, I'm always thinking about who's not part of the conversation. What are the barriers? How do we think about equity? How do we think about self-empowerment and agency and having a voice, right? And having choice, and thinking about our basic human rights, education, access to health, homes, like having bread, having food, and those things are very important, right? And they're at the crux, right, of what a lot of us here know that we need. It's like there are the barriers, right, that we constantly ignore.
I'm gonna have to stop her right here. You got some pretty hair, but you blowing me. You got some pretty hair, but you about to blow me now. She blowing me, y'all. Thank you, Love C. Said we have to get CC clips and shorts to get the 100K. You know what? I am going to have, I was thinking that too, C, that I needed to deal with the shorts and put my shorts out there. Just take like 30 seconds of me cooking and just go. Old girl that was just talking, blowing me. No, ma'am. No. Like Anton said, I'm about to snatch your dreams out the air. No, ma'am. No. Boop, 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 boop. No. Because that's what we're not going to do. And it's the barriers to food, to housing, to the basic essentials of society. Are you meaning to tell me that you think that in 2022, headed into 2023, in the 21st century in America, you are trying to tell me that women, by and large, on the whole, are being denied food and the basic essentials because I can't live. Y'all the ones that's able to get all the food stamps. Y'all the ones able to get all the housing vouchers. Y'all the ones get all that stuff. Men created the welfare system and the entitlement programs and this program and that program to see to women and children specifically. They already saw to that in society. It is called SNAP, EBT, TANF. Okay? It is called Section 8. It is called getting financial aid for school under Minority Acts and Women Acts. There are financial aid packages specifically for women. And she had the unmitigated gall to sit up there and tell that bald-faced lie. That's the waste of a wash and go. That's a waste of a wash and go. The ladies know what I'm talking about when I say a wash and go. She got a beautiful wash and go, a waist. We got 15 more minutes to cook. But women are not barred from participation in society culturally and environmentally, because this is the conversation is a biological, cultural, and environmental conversation. The conversation that they are having is about biology, culture, and environment. How the biology of being a woman affects the culture, and how that culture impacts the environment, which impacts everyone. That is what they are talking about. And that's why I should have been on that panel, because I would have hit them with biology, culture, and environment. Y'all talking about culture and environmental. Then you're going to hear them attack the biological part. Well, who's a woman? Well, anybody that thinks they're a woman, well, shut up. Shut up. What is you talking about? Anybody that thinks they're a woman. Like, what the hell? But I got a few more minutes. So let me cook some more. Let me cook a little bit more, y'all. Because it get real stupid.
That are very much systemic and microaggressive, right? We see them and experience them every day.
Like what in the U.S.?
So,
like what?
What would you like to know an example of? So
I know you said that there's like barriers. I want to know what barriers in the U.S. today as a woman.
Well, as a woman.
And if I was Pearly, I would have been more specific. Tell me what barriers women are having in the educational field. What barriers are women in the fields that she named? What barriers are women specifically having with the necessities and the needs of life? What are they having a problem with? Are women by and large having a problem getting food and shelter? And is this because they're women or because they're in poverty? See, y'all gotta be specific. I don't want to talk about this emotionalism. I don't want to talk about being emotional. I want to talk about facts. I want to talk about solid facts is what I want to talk about.
As a woman of color, let's be specific.
As a woman, I said as a woman.
Well, no.
Then she want to throw in being a woman of color. See, it all get messed up, and then you got this dude over here, trans gentleman, over here, looking like, I can't believe this conversation going on. I can't believe you sitting there. I can't believe you sitting there for the conversation. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Long as you got a Y in your chromosome set, it ain't got nothing to do with you. And the fact that y'all are sitting there having this conversation with two trans gentlemen sitting there like they in the women group, that shows you the acceptance of the biological lie. So the whole panel is capped. And I'm not saying that everybody on the panel is capping. What I'm saying is the premise of the panel is cap. The premise of the panel is cap. Because you want us to first accept the biological lie that leads us to the cultural lie of feminism, which leads us to the environmental detriment that the cultural lie produces. This is going to be a part 2. Because I ain't even get to dig into the biology, the culture, and environment part, which is the point of what I was really trying to say. Thank you, Neo Moon, for just passing through. Appreciate you. So I appreciate you too, sweetheart. Thank you so much. They want you to accept, so they got you on the panel accepting the biological lie, and you gotta say it. You gotta say out your mouth that you believe that two trans gentlemen, and I don't know if they pre-op, post-op, or what they are. But I know they were born men. I know that they were born male. And we got to sit there and act like they understand what it is to get a period cramp every month. They'll never experience it. Ever. We got to sit there and act like they went through female puberty. Never. We got to sit there and act like they know what it is to go through them hormonal mood swings. Or they know what it is to be facing the menopause. And what that psychologically do to a woman. All women can't have kids, but we come equipped with it. We come equipped to have them. Just because you eat fat burgers every day and it's got you infertile, don't mean you didn't come equipped with a womb and ovaries. It's the bad diet, the bad environment, the bad habits that's got most people infertile. Just because you got endorsed by Tampax, you ain't got nowhere to put it. Nana nana boo boo. You ain't got nowhere to put a tampon. You big mad you ain't no real woman. I said it. Thank you, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Bruce. Keep on cooking, Kendra. Short but very informative. Happy New Year to you. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up in a minute. This is going to be a part 2. Because I got to cook the rest of it. Because they get on into the body shaming, the positivity. The girl on the end get mad at white women again. Like, and none of them understand the issue. Or they pretend not to understand. The amount of word salad is absolutely ridiculous and astronomical. The word salad is mind-blowing. It make your brain crawl out your left ear. Feminism is demonic because it is confusing. And the devil is the author of confusion. Anytime you got a great big ball of confusion anywhere, know that Satan, the devil, Shaitan, he is involved in that. Because don't nobody but him like all that foolishness, so he can get away with a lot of foolishness because you won't be paying attention. You be so caught up in everything going on that you miss it. You miss what he really do to you. And in the confusion, we didn't look at the drop in families coming together. We didn't look at the drop in the childbirth. We didn't look at the drop of society overall. They get to talking about baby deletions. It's a lot. It's a lot in this little panel that we got to talk about. It's a lot in this panel we got to talk about. Feminism is a lie. And it was never for black women. I don't know why y'all keep on trying to do it and be it and be in it. White women are always the face of it, and I wonder why, Gumby. This is going to be a part 2, so I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. But I want everybody to, the first thing I need you to do is, if you've been listening to me and you are not subscribed to the channel, please take a moment and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I drop content every day. So if you like what you hear, please go ahead. We are on our way to 100K. I gotta get 100K quick. I gotta get 100K quick, okay? Gotta do it. So I want to say that I also want to bring everybody's attention to the fact that you can go to crimsoncure.com, and my wonderful mods have put it in the description box. You can go to crimsoncure.com and pick up your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism, and The Road to Recovery. It's an awesome work. So we have been taking this time while you've been waiting to perfect that work, to make it even better than what it was, because I had shown you guys the proofs, right? Give me a moment. I had shown you guys the proof. The quality of the print is unquestionable. That's not where my issue has been. The issue is the inside. If you can kind of see, like, the print is really small. And then there were just some things that we needed to do to it to make it a better experience, an easier read, a read that you can enjoy and be comfortable with, something comfortable in your hand that you reach for time and again, right? Because the last thing I wanted to do was give you guys like a boring textbook and hand it to you. And like, I know I'm just like a librarian, but we didn't want to do school. I want to take you to school, but I want you to like it. So that is what we have been actually working on and perfecting. So once we get things done, I'll be updating you guys. I'll be giving you updates live on the progress and ultimately when you can expect your copy to start shipping to you. Okay. Yeah, the print is too small. The print is too small. So we've definitely corrected that issue so that everyone can have, like I said, a comfortable read, because I really want you to enjoy. I want you to learn, but you can't learn it if you hate reading it. Yeah. And I also want to bring everybody's attention to the fact that we still have the petition going for Black Lives Matter. So what I want you guys to do is to hit the link for the petition. We're trying to get to 15,000 signatures so that we can enact our 6-step initiative, okay? And with that being said, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone for their generous contributions, for coming in with me today. I want to thank my executive team. Without them, there really is no Crimson Cure. I want to thank them so much from the bottom of my heart. Wonderful group of people. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.